Imagine an ordinary day. The sky is calm, the Earth moves as usual, but from the depths of space, something unimaginable is approaching. A celestial object, massive, glowing, unstoppable, is heading at high speed toward our planet. And when it finally arrives, nothing, absolutely nothing, remains the same. Today, you're going to learn about the most devastating event in Earth's history. The day an asteroid wiped out the dinosaurs and reshaped the planet forever. But hold on, the impact was only the beginning of the story. Around 66 million years ago, an asteroid roughly 10 kilometers wide was traveling through space at speeds of 10 to 30 kilometers per second. To give you an idea, that's over 100 times faster than a rifle bullet as it approached Earth. Friction with the atmosphere turned it into a fireball, reaching temperatures similar to the surface of the sun. The air in front of it heated so intensely that it could ignite everything even before the impact. And then the collision happened. In the region we now know as the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, that space rock hit the Earth with unimaginable force. The explosion released energy billions of times stronger than an atomic bomb. The impact didn't just open a colossal crater. It instantly vaporized everything for kilometers around. And that was just the beginning. Millions of tons of molten rock and toxic gases were launched into the atmosphere. Minutes later, glowing pieces of glass and metal began falling from the sky like fiery rain. Entire forests caught fire. The sky darkened, and the Earth literally burned. In distant places, seismic waves were felt. Massive earthquakes shook the planet. The crust cracked, and volcanoes erupted, staying active for months. But there was another force coming from the sea. The energy from the impact also hit the oceans. Within seconds, a gigantic wave formed. But this was no ordinary tsunami. It was a mega tsunami, over 1,500 meters tall, just after the impact, gradually decreasing as it moved across the oceans. Even so, its waves reached faraway coastlines, with over 20 meters of height and devastating force. The edges of the continents were obliterated. If cities had existed, they would have been completely destroyed. Entire coastal ecosystems were wiped out. Some scientists believe that parts of the seafloor rose, while entire regions sank due to the shock. And just when it seemed like the worst was over, silence came. But not just any silence. It was cold, dark, and deadly. The ash and debris thrown into the atmosphere formed a thick cloud that blocked sunlight for months, maybe even years. This event became known as the impact winter, similar to a nuclear winter, but without weapons. Without sunlight, plants couldn't perform photosynthesis. They died, followed by the herbivores, and then the predators that fed on them. The entire food chain collapsed. On top of that, toxic gases released during the impact caused acid rain, which changed the soil and made the oceans too acidic. Corals vanished. Mollusks, plankton, fish. Many couldn't adapt and died out too. More than 75% of all living species went extinct. But not all life was lost. Some animals, especially small mammals, managed to survive in burrows, caves, or underground. Their small size, flexible diet, and nocturnal habits were key to enduring this harsh new world. The first plants to return were mosses, fungi, and ferns. They needed little sunlight and were able to thrive in difficult conditions. Over time, the sky began to clear. Temperatures rose again, and within 100,000 years, Earth was becoming green once more. Though still very different from before, tiny mammals began to spread, and life entered a new stage of evolution. 10 million years later, Earth was unrecognizable. The dinosaurs were long gone, but in their place, new creatures had emerged, some just as massive and impressive. The Paraceratherium, for example, was a herbivorous mammal as tall as a small building. In the oceans, the Megalodon, a gigantic shark, ruled as the top predator. Biodiversity had reinvented itself, and Earth entered what we now call the Age of Mammals. Today, every animal, plant, and human being that exists is a direct result of that apocalyptic day. when an asteroid changed everything. If it weren't for that impact, humans probably wouldn't have evolved at all. The death of the dinosaurs wasn't the end. It was the beginning of our story. If you enjoyed this epic journey through time, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more amazing stories about Earth, the universe, and everything that brought us here. See you next time.